Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is on the preview of A Business Proposal episode 2. The episode 2 of Business Proposal begins with Harry getting into Temu's car as she tries to avoid Minwoo. She again refuses his proposal, but he insists that he'll marry her anyway. She insults him by saying she could never marry someone who looks like Ankyo Patrix. This offends him more than anything else she said to him so far. At work, the next day, Harry notices her coworker Heiji getting a call from Minwoo. When Heiji goes out to meet him, Harry follows. She spies on them and sees Minwoo give her coworker a gift. On her way back to her office, Harry runs into Temu. She immediately turns around and runs, but she trips and falls. This causes her shoe to fly off her foot and hit Temu in the face. She runs off without her shoe and he chases after her. When he catches her, he takes notice of her name badge but doesn't see her face. He gives her shoe back and commends her on the work she's been doing. In her office, she finds out from Heiji that Minwoo was simply returning a gift she had given him. He said he was uncomfortable with the gesture. Later that night, Young-soo meets with Temu to clear up whom she actually is. First, she bumps into Sang-hoon and gives him her card. Young-soo tells Temu that she hired someone to impersonate her, but Temu suspects that the impersonator was a friend of hers. He has a peculiar reaction to her story. He's more angry at the fake Young-soo than the real one, and he wants to see the woman from his blind date before he calls off the marriage proposal. Young-soo agrees to set up a meeting. So, Young-soo dresses her up Harry in her clothes and wig right before telling her Taemu will be showing up. She insists that all he wants is an apology. Taemu arrives and picks up a coupon from Harry's family's shop that she dropped on the ground. She admits to him that her family owns a chicken restaurant, but she lies to him about her name, Shin Gim-hoo. She says the first name that pops into her name, and it turns out to be the name of a character in a drama who works in a chicken shop and falls in love with a rich man just a little too on the nose. Temu is angry at her deception and the way she insulted his appearance. She says she'll do him a favor to make up for everything. In response, he puts his number in her phone and insists she pick up anytime he calls. Temu informs his grandfather that he and Young-soo broke up. As a result, he must go on a long string of dates with other eligible women, but all of them bore him. When Dagu says that the dates won't stop until his grandson chooses a wife, Temu blurts out that he and Young-soo got back together. He calls Harry to propose that they pretend to date. He offers her 1.6 million won for each time she meets his grandfather while impersonating Young-soo. She doesn't immediately accept, but she's tempted as she has a lot of debt. Minwoo later calls her to ask why she hasn't stopped by lately. She promises she will be by to see him soon. That night, Hari gets a call from Temu, who is outside her house. She makes herself up to go down and meet him. He gives her a fake dating contract he's drafted and profile of himself, which he tells her to memorize. She thinks this idea is crazy and runs out his car. He goes after her. Just then, she catches sight of Minwoo walking up to the shop. Ducking from his sight, she knocks over Temu and collapses on top of him. Thanks for watching. Please to subscribe and share for more videos like this.